How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Satoshi Club for another video where today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 or a few more Bitcoin investors out there that have been investing in the cryptocurrency world since 2012, since a long time ago. A lot of these people are owners and co-founders or founders of humongous companies or crypto hedge funds out there. So it's a quite interesting list. I'm going to tell you all their net worths as well throughout the video, and at the end of the video I'm going to do a little insight of the global crypto market, a little technical analysis on Bitcoin, because I know that some of you are interested in that. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it, right? Some of the leading investors in Bitcoin, compiled from a bunch of different financial reports, blockchain sources, and media outlets, are the following 5. We have Barry Silbert, Michael Saylor, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, Elon Musk, who we all know is an absolute legend in the crypto space, and Michael Novogratz. So let's start with Barry Silbert. He's the founder and chief executive officer of Digital Currency Group, which aims to accelerate the development of the global financial system by building and supporting Bitcoin and blockchain companies. Now, he owns a hedge fund as well, which is basically Grayscale Investments, which manages the Bitcoin Trust and the Ethereum Trust and a bunch of other trust funds as well, which is an investment vehicle that holds over 15 billion assets under their management as of February of this year. So it's pretty cool, and the whole point of a hedge fund is to give exposure to investors, to price movements without requiring them to hold any directly. Barry, he's a pretty cool guy. I mean, as we can see right here, his net worth is estimated to be around $3.5 billion, and he made most of his money by founding Restricted Stock Partners back in 2004, which was a trading platform for restricted securities issued by companies as part of private deals, and later on moved into the hedge fund business with cryptocurrencies. Now, Michael Saylor is the co-founder and CEO of business intelligence firm MicroStrategy, who we all hear from, here and there, because they made a huge investment into crypto, or their investment into crypto kind of like fell in value or something like that. But currently, and over the past few years, they have been acquiring a lot of Bitcoin, and they currently hold a total of 102,500 Bitcoins as of February of this year. So quite a bunch of money. And this guy is worth $1.2 billion. And as we can see right here, they own around 140,000 Bitcoin worth over $12.6 billion. MicroStrategy is a pretty cool firm. I do suggest you check them out. Just to learn a little bit more about what is going on in the crypto world, because they are a huge player and can be considered an institutional player, which all of us retail traders have to keep in mind if we want to make traditionally, smart investments. Okay, so we have Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss right next. They are the most notably, the privately owned Gemini exchange partners who actually own it. And I think Gemini, or however you pronounce it, is called Gemini because these guys are twins, which is a pretty cool name, right? They are believed to be the first to reach billionaire status by investing in Bitcoin, reportedly holding around 70,000 coins according to Forbes, which is pretty cool. Their net worth is around $2.1 billion each, and they're worth, that's pretty much, so right here it says 1.1 billion, but it says 2.1, so it's probably around the higher number because these guys do own a lot of Bitcoin, and also Gemini is quite a large exchange. Now, they also launched, this future trading back in December 2017 on the Gemini platform, and also they are heavily invested in Ethereum, which is something that you should keep in mind, as Ethereum is one of the largest cryptocurrencies out there based on buildability on the blockchain. So we have Elon Musk next, who is the CEO and the co-founder of Tesla. We all know who he is. Tesla purchased around $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin back in 2021, but they have converted 75% of their digital assets, so their holdings are only around 200 million only at this point. But yeah, Elon Musk is one of the richest people in the world with a net worth of around 180 billion US dollars. What do you do with all those billions? Drop a like if you enjoyed the video so far, and let me know what you would do with $180 billion in the comments down below. Now, Michael Novogratz is the 5th on the list, but don't worry, we have more coming up. He's a former hedge fund manager at Fortress Investment Group and a partner at Goldman Sachs. He's a frequent commentator on Bitcoin price action and the founder, CEO, and chair of Galaxy Digital Holdings, a broker-dealer that offers a full range of blockchain-related asset services. Galaxy Digital focuses on digital assets, and they invested a lot of money, around $62 million, into NFT related companies back in 2021, which are probably not the best investment. But since he does probably have a lot more holdings, or the company does, than 62 million, it was probably a reasonable gamble, or a reasonable trade to take based on the future of cryptocurrencies and what NFTs might do in the future as they become smarter and smarter. Assets that could be used for property rights rather than just for JPEG profile pictures, right? Galaxy reported out about 2 billion in assets under management in its third quarter 2022 results, with 875 million of those assets used in its fund products. And the net worth of Michael Novogratz is around $500 million only. He's not that rich. I'm just kidding. Next up, we have Paul Tudor Jones, right? One of the billionaire fund managers, has advocated for Bitcoin for a long time. He invested in 2020 by stating that this was the hedge against inflation to take, and he considered basically a significant endorser of cryptocurrencies, and he also helped boost the mainstream adoption since he said that Bitcoin has some long-term potential. Now, Paul Tudor Jones, this is how he looks. His net worth is around $7.5 billion, and he's quite a character, right? I do suggest you watch some of his stuff on YouTube. It is pretty interesting. Jack Dorsey, he's the CEO of Twitter and Square, two companies that have invested heavily into Bitcoin. Square has also developed its Bitcoin wallet and a lot of this other stuff, and Twitter, now owned by Elon Musk, is also moving to become a global payments provider, an everything app, as Elon likes to say, and Jack is pretty angry about that, but we can talk about that in another video. He basically believes that Bitcoin has the potential to become the world's single currency, and he also has been quite influential in the cryptocurrency industry, with his net worth lying around $4 billion. Compared to Elon Musk, all of these guys are pretty small, but once you get into the billionaire status, it's all pretty much the same. I mean, one thing that who are we talking about? Jack Dorsey can't do is purchase Twitter for around $50 billion, but Elon Musk can. So let's just let that sink in. Now we have Cathie Wood with a net worth of around only $250 million. She is a frequent meme when it comes to the cryptocurrency world because of ARK Invest, the company that she founded. They have made some strategically very controversial decisions in the world back in the day, but it doesn't matter. She has been a vocal proponent and has the potential, says that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology have potential to disrupt traditional finance, which is something that I can agree with. Now we have Tim Draper, and we're almost here at the end of the list. He's a venture capitalist and was the early investor of Bitcoin, right? Back in the day, he purchased nearly 30,000 Bitcoins in a government auction in 2014, and he also advocates Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as having huge potential to disrupt traditional financial systems. Tim Draper's net worth is around 1.2 billion. He makes his money launching over 280 startups successfully with well over $51 million in funding from outside investors, so he's quite a big shot as well. Now next up, and last but not least, Chamath Palihapitiya. Okay, I hope I pronounced that correctly. He is a venture capitalist and former Facebook executive who has advocated for Bitcoin since 2012, and he has been a vocal critic of traditional finance as well, so it is something to keep in mind. He also has quite an interesting net worth of around $520 million, making a huge return on his $25 million initial investment in the company, and he's pretty rich because he has been in the venture capital world for a very, very long time. Lastly, we have Dan Morehead. He is the founder and CEO of Pantera Capital, company I discussed in a previous video, the top 5 hedge funds. If you guys want to check that out, you can do so right next to this one. And he's a pretty cool guy as well. He's made several investments into Bitcoin since 2013. And as we can see right here, his net worth is expected to be around $500 million. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little list of rich people in the crypto world, or people who have been investing in to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But what we can see right here is a chart of Bitcoin, right? And if we do move onto the weekly time frame, which currently is not loading for some reason, so I'm just gonna go back onto the daily time frame, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is sitting around the $30,000 mark, 29,000 to be more specific. There is a huge zone of support around the 20k mark that we can see right here. There's a huge zone of resistance around the 30k mark that we can see right here that we have hit recently. So right now, what we can expect Bitcoin to do is to keep trading within this range, right? So how will that look? Well, it looks something along the lines of this, but we also do have an interesting zone of support around the 25k level. So currently we can see prices either breaking the 30k level and moving up towards the $40,000 mark, or moving down into the 25k level, and if it breaks that, down into the 20k mark once again for another touch. So what can we do right now? Well, we can wait for Bitcoin to either break out below or break out above this little area and see what's going to happen. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the blockchain, crypto, or NFT world. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.